I'm Selogadi Mampane. We are about to talk to the cast of Igama. We're here in the dressing room and we can't wait to hear what they have to say about their production and about speaking out using their voices during Vavasati and Women's Month.
Hi, my name is Sindile Mthembu and I'm the writer and director of Igama. And these are the performers of Igama that we've started this process for about 2 weeks. And we finally have arrived at Vavasati and we've done what we needed to do. We've seized the megaphone and we're stepping up, hoping that the sustainability of black women would still exist in spaces out of these type of spaces. So we're hoping that our voices exist out of Women's Month, but here are the performers, and hopefully you'll also get to know what type of characters they play and the themes that we play with in Igama.
My name is Sindile Mthembu and I play the character Her.
My name is Vavasati and I played the character She, and Nyamza as well.
My name is Yanda Mbodla and I play the character Queen.
Hi, I'm Sami Masego. I play Yas or Snentlantla.
My name is Noktula Mabuza and I play the character She's Conscious.
Can you each tell us a bit about this performance piece, why it's important, and why everyone needs to take a look at it?
For me, writing the piece I was trying to look at the lived experiences of black women and looking at it in a sense where how do we disrupt time, how do we play with space, and how do we show that the black woman's lived experience is very complex. So I didn't want to tell a linear story. I wanted to break form and I wanted to disrupt space and I wanted to show through their fragmented memories of how we move backwards and forwards to fully construct the identities of a woman and to fully construct why they're living in a box community and what are their experiences in this box community and the effects of patriarchy and post-colonial implication on the black woman's body. I wanted to really mirror that through the play Igama.
I think it's important. The piece itself is really important because it is written by a black woman for black women. I think it's important because many a time we find our stories being written for us, and then we're not allowed to be in our own stories sometimes. I think I enjoy the fact that as well that there's a universality with the characters. So it's important because I think in this contemporary moment we find ourselves in this in a global world where we're going here and there, and it's important because it bridges the gap bridges the continental gap. You can go anywhere with it, and it sticks through wherever you are. That's important.
I think it's important as well because it's not often that a woman's story is told, and it's not often that it's explored, and it's not often that we understand that the woman you see before you came from somewhere and is going somewhere. And this story allows us to see that the woman you see is not the only woman there was. It's not the only woman there is, and it's not the only woman that there's going to be. So I think it's important.
And also, sorry.
Girl, keep
and
going.
also, there isn't one kind of black woman. There are different varieties of black women, and I think that's what the story tries to tell in its structure as well. It plays around with, like Celine said, with time and space, and we all come from different backgrounds. We have different stories. Yes, we can relate because the world treats us the same, but we know our stories are so complex and so different. There isn't just one type of black woman, and we find ourselves always boxed. Even when on TV and everywhere, you know the characteristic of a black woman when they're on TV, what they're going to play. And I think the story is important because it shows the complexity and the different backgrounds, and
it's nuanced. We miss that. We miss the fact that we don't have to be one kind of person. Yes, does not have to always be rolling on the floor, making people laugh, slapping her hip. That's not always the story. And I like that the idea of layers and the layers being broken down through the construct of time and space. And
And for the other, especially the two of you, working through this creative process, how were you able to reflect on your own life as a performer, but also as for yourself as a black woman. So what did you experience through this process of making and storytelling?
So I had a lot of trying not to hold back at the beginning of the process, and when I let go, I found myself questioning a lot of things that I've gone through as a woman, as the character she as well, and the character Nyamza. So I was asking myself about the experiences that she's gone through and how I can relate to them. And I found that a lot of the time I wasn't able to face the things that I've gone through as myself, Usbonga. And going through the process really helped me it opened my eyes a lot. It made me think a lot about myself and who I am as a woman. And I was actually telling the director, Sindile, during the process that I used to hide a lot of things from myself as a person. And going through the process with all of the other different characters really opened my eyes. And I noticed that this play doesn't only represent one woman. Like, it represents a lot of women, and I think that's why it's so important for women to see it, not just black women as well. Yeah, but all women, young women, and older women.
During the process, Slee would always ask us what we see or ask us how we feel about certain things. So we would connect with the characters and not put Ziyanda aside, but I'd know that Ziyanda and Queen are going to do this, but Queen will take over, obviously. But for me, there were parts where it was a bit tricky to actually go there because I wanted to forget certain memories. And going through this process reminded me that it's okay to have the memories, and they help you grow into the person who you are, who you're going to be. So the process wasn't like a thing of, okay, so Ziyanda, go away, and then Queen, you go do your thing. It was both of us doing it together. And many things came from us, and not just Slee saying, okay, so when you jump like this, it means this. When you say this word, it means that. You found it for yourself while you were doing certain things and how you would do them.
And this was your last performance?
Yeah.
For now.
For now. In this festival. And so then finishing that off, what's one thing that you want to say? If you think of the experience, the play, the festival, it's Women's Month. That's just one thing that you could say or think of this experience and of Women's Month and at the State Theatre.
I think I'd like to say to all the women watching that our time is now.
Yes.
There are festivals that are here for us as women. We are women taking over spaces. Our time is now, so let's just do it.
Yeah. And also just this is the time for women to really own who they are. I think a lot of times we wait for people to tell us who we are and where we fit. It's up to you. You don't have to listen to anyone. You have to decide who you want to be. And I think in this festival we were really able to, I think this play is very different, and it really is unique in its own way. And I think that represents how women should be. You need to own yourself and say who you are and who you want to be, and don't let others, dictate what your next move is.
Yeah, and I also think as women, we need to bulldoze the gates together and take them down now, because, like I said, we cannot only exist in this month. There's so many other stories we have. There's so many other ways that we play or perform. And there's so many other ways of how we experiment with our stories, but we can't be boxed just in one space. So open the doors for us. We're here. We've got stories to tell. Let's re-archive the South African theatre industry.
Right. I really like the fact that Vavasati is happening at the State Theatre, a place. I don't know how long this establishment has been running, but I see the slogan all the time: an agency of the Department of Arts and Culture. So I'm grateful for the moment because here in this space we've been archived and seen, and in this space we can be taken seriously, and this can be taken further. I don't exist only in this month, correct, and I don't apologize any other month for being who I am, and we'll be given more space because we bring the fire this time and all the other times. And I think that's what you'll see in the festival, and we're grateful to have opened the festival as the first theatre piece to start it off, and we hope that we set things off on the right note. Yeah, I'm not going to kiss. Up and up and up. And from here, sorry, I know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.